What's up, everybody? This is AC with C's B&G Farms. Thank you for coming back and visiting. Please like, comment, subscribe. I want to take a minute to tell y'all about the pre-construction meeting. A lot of people's asking us, is that, or after the meeting, does that mean that they're going to start building your house right away? Does that mean that, next week they're going to start the process? No, but it does get the ball rolling with that. Um, your pre-construction meeting, they pretty much lay everything out in front of you. They laid out our house plans with all the measurements and things like that on it, all the drawings, all the changes that we've made to the house, as well as kind of your itemized book with everything in it, from cabinets to carpet, flooring, all that good stuff. And you go down it line by line. I was not prepared for this to take 4 hours, but I'm glad we did go down it line by line, because Alicia and I was able to find probably about $30,000 of mistakes. Once they start taking that stuff off, the price of your house goes down. Um, this is where you can make changes to things. This is kind of your final chance to make changes without it costing you money, at least with my builder. After your pre-construction meeting, I believe that they send these plans off to your general contractor. They send it off with the numbers attached to it to your lender if you're doing any kind of financing. So if you can imagine, if you call back a week later and say you want to make some changes, it halts the process with everybody across the board. So I think in order to kind of stop that, they charge you. So with us, it'll be $250 just for them to kind of open a copy of the file that they could edit, and then it goes to trying to figure out what you want to change. If you're changing a whole layout or some flooring, or where they have to pour some concrete or add some drywall or wood or whatever, it may cause it to go all the way back to the drafters, and for them to have to draft draft up some more plans. What else do we do during this meeting? This is your last chance to look at colors and just different material, your granite, your marble, whatever you have that's in the house. For instance, Alicia changed the cabinets. We was actually chasing a color when we picked our original cabinets, so we was trying to find out, hey, do you have this color cabinets in this level of cabinet? When I say level, if you've never done this process, which we haven't, we've moved in new houses, but we've never been part of the this early in the build of the house. We usually have found a newly built house and moved into it, but you have different trims, like you have a level 1 through 4 carpet, and it's just it just gets more plush and stuff like that. With cabinets, as you get up to the higher levels, you can slam the cabinet and it'll throw the brakes on and won't slam. But we was chasing a certain color, and that color we kept having to go up in levels of cabinet. So we went back just to kind of double check it, and we ended up seeing a whole nother color. And Alicia liked that, and if you're a smart man like me, like I like to think that I am, I just let the colors and all that stuff, hey, talk to the wife, don't mess with the garage, and I'll just hang out in the yard in the garage. But she got the color that she wanted. We changed the cabinets, put all that stuff on the paper before we actually signed anything. And that's what you want to do. That's what that pre-construction meeting is for. Some people, you could, at this point, you could change your whole house, but you just want to make sure you do it before you sign the paperwork on that pre-construction meeting on that day. I'm saying a lot. It's okay. Did it again. What else? So we actually, like I said, we found about $25,000, $30,000 of savings where they have just messed up with either the quantities or put in something to fill in a space instead of getting our answer for it, or having something in there twice. Like you can have 2 back doors in there, and people trying to figure out why you got 2 back doors on the paper. These are the kind of things that gets pulled out, and you start finding money. Before that, we was actually contemplating shrinking the size of our back porch, because we added quite a lot of back porch area, and it was quite pricey. But after some money was found by eliminating the mistakes, we chose to keep it. With our builder, we can't get, what is it? we can't get the house plans with the measurements on it until financing is secured and all that stuff. I'm thinking because they don't want me to take the house and just take it to any builder and say, hey, build me this house, here's the measurements. Smart move on their part, I guess. Although I have seen on some websites where people have their some builders website, same thing, where they actually have the measurements up there. So whatever. But this is where you ask a lot of questions. Does the house have gutters? Do you have downspouts? What kind of shingles do you use? You don't want any kind of mistakes, or not mistakes, but just things you assumed that was going to happen to be up there. So you just want to, take your time, ask your questions. Alicia and I stopped on almost every item, just to make sure, just to confirm. It got to the point where the lady told me how many light fixtures we had, and I asked her, she said the number, and I was like, light bulbs come in those? Light bulbs is a small enough item where you could go out and buy, but I don't necessarily want to have to go out and buy 200 of them, not at the same time. This is where you ask whether or not your smoke detectors, are they going to be wired in? If not, I would like them wired in. Is it a way that I could get CO2 detectors put up with the smoke detectors? Can I change that from being a basic smoke detector to, the CO2 and smoke detector? What else did I add? I added a faucet. I added the outside faucet beside the garage. Just looking at where the faucet was placed on the outside of the house, I needed another one. This is where they told us how many canned or recessed lights was in each room, and they don't necessarily have to be in that room. You can put them wherever you want them. So I have a bar area that I built, and I took 2 of the recessed lights that supposed to be in front of the fireplace, and I moved them into that room, and they're going to put a light switch in to work, to work with my bourbon room. So just different things like that happens during your pre-construction meeting. Like I said, this starts the process, and usually 30 to 45 days after this, your loan closes, and that's when they're going to start digging. I guess they call it your dig day, or they start the process of building your home. Pay close attention to anything that's multiplied by measurement. We found a big mistake, like a $50,000 mistake, measuring our driveway. Our driveway is fairly long, and I was walking and talking with the GC while he was rolling the wheel, and we couldn't remember whether or not he zeroed it out or, just talking. He just put it to the ground, and we kept talking, and then he started rolling, and he said that my driveway was 1,298 feet. I looked down, I said, well, it's a long ways, and didn't really think nothing of it until I got the paperwork back, and it was like, hey, your driveway costs went up. But not only does your driveway costs go up, my water piping goes up tremendously. I believe it was $1,298 times $15.75. So if you do the math on that, I think it was close or over $20,000 just on that item. We found that to be a mistake, and my driveway was only 320 feet to 325 feet. So if you can imagine, that dropped a whole lot of money. So that's it in a nutshell. I try not to make this video 15 minutes, 20 minutes long. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys can think of anything where we should already be past that you had questions on, put it down in the comment section, and we'll try our best to answer it. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll keep the videos coming as we keep rolling through the process. Thank you.